It is no secret that the UK tabloid press would have loved it if Harry was a failed father like Charles. A father who would hand over his children on a silver platter to feed the tabloids to get some good press for himself, like what Charles did to Harry and William. My family, a deal was struck between the palace and the tabloids to give them access to William. In exchange, Charles and Camilla get some good press. In exchange, Camilla's image gets rehabilitated. That was the deal that was made. Harry was fed to the wolves from such a young age to get some PR, some good press for Camilla Parker Bowles and Charles himself, at the expense of Prince Harry. Don't forget, after Diana passed away, Harry was called the new Diana by the UK tabloid press. And my family, the tabloids, would love it if Harry was a failed father like Charles. They would love it. And even when Archie was born, they tried to say that Harry is a failed father. Why? Because after Meghan gave birth to Archie, Prince Harry attended his charity, Center Ballet Polo Cup in Rome, just a train ride away from London. However, the UK tabloid press tried to make it seem like Harry was a bad father for going. And Nacho Figueras, who we've called Harry's brother, Harry's real brother, did not stand there and watch as they lied about Prince Harry. He told the truth. And my family, I want to show you Nacho Figueras' reaction when UK media were trying to portray Harry as a failed father. I want you to pay attention to his face, to his reaction, to his face, because you could see the disgust from Nacho when he had those comments from a so-called journalist working for the UK tabloid press. My family, please kindly look at this clip and pay attention to Nacho Figueras' face. A real friend. My family, you'll be able to take note and see exactly just who he is. Because a friend will be there for you in good times and also in bad times. He'll be there to defend you from people who seek to destroy you. My family, please kindly look at what Nacho Figueras said in response to a so-called journalist working for the UK tabloid press calling Harry a bad father because he went to play for charity, for his Center Ballet charity, my family, to raise money for people, for children, for kids who need the money. And my family, the tabloids try to portray him as a failed father when he is not. I want you to see Nacho Figueras' reaction to it all. Please kindly look at this, my family.
Great affinity for children. So, we'll see. 2 weeks is very, very soon, but I'm sure he's changed.
Not many fathers go abroad within 2 weeks of the birth. Any word on that from the mother?
That's an assumption that you're making. I'm a father of 4, and
look at his face.
Sometimes, duty calls, and this is, 24 hours out away from the house. I think he's doing just fine. He's a wonderful father and very present, and he's here for an amazing cause. So I think that's I don't see that as a problem.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great affinity for children. So, we'll see. 2 weeks is very, very soon, but I'm sure he's changed.
Not many fathers go abroad within 2 weeks of the birth. Any word on that from the mother?
That's an assumption that you're
My
making.
family, any word of that from the mother. For a long time, my family, a very long time, you can even hear yourself of how the tabloids or so-called tabloid reporters have been trying to pit Meghan against Harry or Harry against Meghan. Harry, 2 weeks after the birth of Archie, went to play a polo match to raise money, to raise funds for charity. That's what Harry was doing. To make the life of others who need a better life, better by raising funds for them, people who are vulnerable, my family, for his Centre Valley charity. That's what Harry was doing. However, because of what he did, an act of being good, they tried to portray Harry as a failed father. And Nacho Figueras would not stand idly by and just watch as a so-called reporter tried to say that Harry is a bad father because 2 weeks after Archie's birth, he went to play polo to raise funds for charity. And then he tried to get some input. What does Meghan think from Nacho Figueras? Because he was trying to look for something negative. My family. And I'm glad that Nacho Figueras did not give him the time of day, did not give him exactly what he wanted, and instead told the truth about what Harry was doing. Raising funds for people who are vulnerable, who really need the money. Helping people, serving, my family, serving. So my family, it's clear. This attempt at pitting Harry against Meghan, Meghan against Harry, my family, it has been something that the tabloids have been trying to do for so many years. For so many years right now. Archie is now 4 years old. And even 2 weeks after he was born, the tabloid press were trying to pit Meghan against Harry. That's what they were trying to do, my family. And even 4 years later, they are still trying to do that. In the articles, the headlines, they write and spread about Harry and Meghan. And it's utterly wrong and utterly despicable what they are trying to do. And my family, no matter what they do, they'll never ever be able to break apart Harry and Meghan. Their evil will not win. Evil never wins. Love wins always and forever. Love always triumphs over hate. Love always wins. And I believe that Harry and Meghan's love, my family already has won and will continue winning against the evil tabloid press and evil trolls online and the evil, members of the farm who seek to destroy Harry and Meghan. My family, please kindly continue hearing Nacho. Please kindly continue hearing this. A true brother. Harry's true, real brother, my family.
Great affinity for children. So, we'll see. 2 weeks is very, very soon, but I'm sure he's changed.
Not many fathers go abroad within 2 weeks of the birth. Any word on that from the mother?
That's an assumption that you're making. I'm a father of 4, and sometimes duty calls, and this is 24 hours out away from the house. I think he's doing just fine. He's a wonderful father and very present, and he's here for an amazing cause. So I think that's I don't see that as a problem. Thank you. Great affinity.
My family, he couldn't even stand to look at him after what he asked, that damn question he was asking, trying to portray Harry as a bad father. they want to talk about bad fathers. Then let's talk about bad fathers. Let's talk about bad fathers. I'll go right ahead and read Harry's memoir Spare. And I'll show them exactly just who is the bad father. Please kindly hear this from Harry's memoir Spare. And I quote, Balmoral had 50 bedrooms, one of which had been divided for me and Willie. Others called it the nursery. Willie had the larger half with a double bed, a good sized basin, a cupboard with mirrored doors, a beautiful window looking down on the courtyard, the fountain, the bronze statue of a raw deer buck. My half of the room was far smaller, less luxurious. I never asked why I did not care. But I also did not need to ask. 2 years older than me, Willie was the heir, whereas I was the spare. You want to talk about bad fathers? A father should never ever make their child feel like they are not special. You know, Diana even said this, that I give Harry much more love to compensate for any unfair treatment, because she could see how unfairly her younger son Harry was being treated poorly by the farm, by the institution, but not just by the institution, also by someone else, his own father. Pa, Charles, my family, please kindly hear this. This wasn't merely how the press referred to us, though it was definitely that. This was shorthand and often used by Pa and Mommy and Grandpa and even Granny, the heir and the spare. There was no judgment about it, but also no ambiguity. I was the shadow, the support, the plan B. I was brought into the world in case something happened to Willie. I was summoned to provide backup, distraction, diversion, and if necessary, a spare part. My family, Harry is telling you, for a very long time, he has been the scapegoat. A long time. And that's why when the royal family have a scandal, you'll see how somehow a story about Meghan pops up. The royal family right now are getting a pay raise. But to refrain from that, my family, the royal family and the tabloid media have come up with these lies about Harry and Meghan's marriage, saying that somehow all ain't well between Harry and Meghan. Their marriage is on the rocks. Coming from the UK tabloid press, lying about Harry and Meghan's marriage. My family, to deflect from the royal family getting a pay raise. And my family, when Meghan was in the UK, they were saying that Meghan is spending so much money. And then, in Harry's memoir, we learn that Charles told Harry to tell Meghan, hey look, there ain't no money for you. Stick to acting. We learned that Meghan will pay for the sofa at the place with her own credit card. Meghan married Harry for love, my family. Meghan married Harry for love. And that is a fact. That is a fact. And my family, there are so many incidents in my family that shows that, truly, Meghan paid mostly for everything with her own money. But when Meghan was in the UK, my family, they would attribute the rising cost on Meghan marrying Harry, on Meghan joining the royal family. And now that Meghan has fled the UK, the costs of funding the monarchy are rising. And Meghan isn't there, my family. Meghan is not there. But still, they're using her and Harry as scapegoats, as a diversion, as a distraction still. And my family, I find what they're doing utterly despicable and utterly, extremely so wrong. And it needs to stop, my family. They must stop using Harry and Meghan as scapegoats. My family, here is what was also said. Kidney perhaps, blood transfusion, speck of bone marrow. This was all made explicitly clear to me from the start of life's journey and regularly reinforced thereafter. I was 20 the first time I heard the story of what Pa allegedly said to Mommy the day of my birth. My family, you want to talk about bad fathers? Please kindly hear this part. This is the part I wanted to discuss. I was 20 the first time I heard the story of what Pa allegedly said to Mommy the day of my birth. Wonderful. Now you have given me an heir and a spare. My work is done. Wonderful. Now you have given me an heir and a spare. My work is done. A joke, presumably. On the other hand, minutes after delivering this bit of high comedy, Pa was said to have gone off to meet his girlfriend. So many are true words spoken in jest. I took no offense. I felt nothing about it, any of it. My family, Harry has said that about what he was told. And my family, as I've always said, Harry is a better man than truly many, many people. I just have to kindly say that Harry is a better man. After hearing all of this, my family, and still not being able to take offense, I feel like in Harry's life, my family, he has been taught that this is who he is. Just a distraction, a diversion, a scapegoat. That somehow it became normalized in Harry's life. It became used to being used as a scapegoat. My family, for a very, very long time. And then when he got married and saw Meghan becoming the new scapegoat, being used as the new scapegoat, he was like, no, no. And the effect it had on Meghan was like, no, 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 no. And I feel like that is one reason why the royal family are so angry at Meghan, because, Meghan will not just stand there and put up with abuse and suffer in silence and just take the abuse, take the insults. My family, Meghan would speak up, say she's not okay. My family, the royal family could not stand that. They couldn't stand seeing that because they wanted Meghan to suffer and suffer in silence or leave Harry. That's what they wanted. Abuse Harry out of Harry's life. And my family, no matter what they did or continue to do, they have failed in splitting Harry from Meghan or Meghan from Harry. And they'll never ever succeed in splitting Harry from Meghan or Meghan from Harry. That is my hope, I believe, my prayer. My family, for Harry and Meghan. Because my family just seeing this smear campaign like every single day. If I'm bothered by it, I can only imagine what Harry and Meghan, have been going through. And they've told us what they've gone through. Meghan thought of taking her own life. Harry would come home, see Meghan crying every day. That wasn't living. It's just surviving, my family. And life isn't about surviving. It's about thriving, being happy. And I'm happy that that's what Harry and Meghan have pursued. And no matter what challenges they may face, Harry and Meghan, as Harry said, will face it together as a team, as they've always done. And no matter what tabloids do, my family, they'll never succeed in pitting Harry against Meghan or Meghan against Harry. That's also my prayer and my hope for Harry and Meghan. That the tabloids never ever succeed in pitting Harry against Meghan or Meghan against Harry. And my family, if you want to talk about a bad father is one after having his second child. He goes to see his mistress, his girlfriend, my family. And at the time, the public were being told that Diana and Charles, amazing marriage, fairy tale life. Behind the scenes, Charles was busy cheating on Diana. And my family, clearly, he's a failed father. A failed father. That's who Charles truly is, a failed father, and worthy of being called a father. He's a father who fed his own kids to tabloids just so he could get some good press for himself and Camilla, his mistress. And then a father who, when Harry would ask, call him, plead for help, he would not answer or take his phone calls. That is the bad father. That is Charles. So my family, if the tabloid media want to talk about bad fathers, Charles is the perfect example of what a bad father truly is. And Harry is an example of what a good father truly is. A father who has done everything in his power to protect the mother of his children. A father who has done everything in his power to keep his kids safe from the toxic tabloid press. That's a real father. A father who has not fed his own children to tabloids to get some good press for himself. That is Harry. My family, that is Harry. That's Harry and Meghan, good parents to their children, my family. Will always protect their kids. Will always love and protect their kids. Just yesterday, my family, they were talking about, how Archie and Elizabeth are thankful. In the future, they'll get to know what their parents have been doing to fight online hate, online cyberbullying, my family. So in the future, this does not happen to Archie and Lilibet, because you do know the tabloids are planning on causing pain to Archie and Lilibet because of their race. My family, thankfully, Archie and Lilibet live in California, in Montesito with their parents, Harry and Meghan. And my family, I am glad that Harry and Meghan and the kids are far away from the toxic tabloid press. Of course, the tabloid media still put Harry and Meghan on their front pages and spew nonsense about Harry and Meghan. But my family, I'm just glad that Harry and Meghan get to wake up in California, in Montecito, an amazing home with their kids. Meghan can go and pick up her son Archie from school. I'm happy about that, my family. Rather than wake up in the morning, turn on the TV screen and watch yourself, your son being bullied, like what would happen if Harry and Meghan were in the UK. Turn on TV, and every day you are having, media outlets dedicate TV shows to bully and abuse Meghan Markle on TV. My family, it was just so toxic in the UK for Harry and Meghan, and I'm glad that they don't live there anymore. So Prince Harry is a good father. A father that is good. Unlike Charles, my family. And Harry, 2 weeks after Archie was born, was going to raise money for people who are vulnerable, to empower communities through his Center Bali charity, my family. When Harry was born, Charles went straight to see his mistress. My family, you tell me yourself, who is a good father with a very good heart? Charles can never even come close to Prince Harry because Harry is a good father. A father, when his son is facing a difficult time, will support his son. Not tell his son, just take the abuse. You know what? In the end, the tabloids will respect you. When you're 90 years old, while quoting, the late Prince Philip, after he had passed away, then Charles was like, hey, look at Prince Philip. The papers gave him a hard time, but now he could do no wrong when the guy was 90 years old. So should Harry and Meghan take abuse for the next 70 years and be like, the next 80 years and be like, 60 or 50 years and be like, in the end, when we are 90 years old, the papers will respect us. That's what Charles would tell his own son, Harry. When Harry was so desperate because he was losing his security in the family, he was being stripped of his security, he tried calling Charles. Charles would not take his phone call. Just then, as Harry said in his memoir spare, William texted because he knew what was happening, texting to gloat as they told Harry, it is a decision by the government. Nothing that they could do. Give me a break. The fact is, my family, we are not fools here. If Charles and William wanted Harry to have security, Harry would have security. It is they who don't want Harry and Meghan to be protected. And that's a fact. That's a fact, my family. That's a fact. So my family, I could never ever even believe the lies being spread by Prince William. Never. Because we do know he's a liar. He lies so much. Especially about Harry and Meghan. To benefit himself. So my family, I'm thankful that Harry has amazing friends like Nacho Figueras, who when they see lies being peddled about Harry and Meghan, you can see in their faces that they disgust at people who lie about Harry and Meghan, that they won't stand for those lies, and they come out and correct those lies. I love that. That's what Harry has in Nacho Figueras, an amazing friend, my family. And my family, even someone said that, did you see Delphina? She came running. She knew Nacho was about to pop off on his ass. Someone says, love it. Calm down, baby. Don't give them what they want. Lovely couple. Because, you can see that Delphina comes later on to get Nacho because you can see that he's angry. He's just pissed off. He's just pissed off. He can't even look at the guy. Yeah? That's a real friend, my family, and you can tell he's a real friend. When tabloids who are lying that somehow Harry and Meghan are living separate lives, that they're on a trial separation, Nacho Figueras came out and called that story BS. BS. Call out the lies. When have you ever seen the royal family, Charles, William, Kate, Camilla, calling out lies about Harry and Meghan? They have never ever done that. And yet somehow it's Harry who should reach out to Charles and Camilla and William and Timothy. It's Harry and Meghan who should mend fences with people who can't even condemn abuse towards Meghan, who are okay with the abuse towards Meghan, who clearly are behind the abuse of Meghan. It's the victim that should reach out to his abuser. My family, that ain't never ever gonna happen. That's never ever gonna happen, my family. That's never going to happen. And my family, I'm just so proud of Prince Harry and Meghan. I'm happy for Archie because they have amazing, Archie and Lilibet because they have amazing parents who love them. And that Archie and Lilibet are growing up in a home full of so much love. My family, I'm happy about that 100%, that Archie and Lilibet are growing up in a home full of so much love, surrounded with so much love, the love of their amazing parents. I'm happy about that. When you see something wrong, you call it out. And I'm happy that Harry and Meghan have surrounded themselves with people like Nacho Figueras, true friends who are there for you in good times and in bad times. And even someone said this, that Nacho is Harry's only brother. The only one was stood up beside Harry. Someone said that. It did very, very to my family. And don't forget, Nacho once said this, that I will defend Harry and Meghan and what they do and who they are for as long as I live. They are a treasure in today's society and we should be taking care of them and feeling inspired by them. I know I do. Harry and Meghan, we have your back. Please be patient and do not change a thing. From Nacho Figueras. My family, that's a true brother. A true brother who respects Harry, my family. And my family, Charles is a failed father. Harry is not. And that is a fact. Charles is a failed father. Harry is a good man and a good father and a good husband. my family, and that is a fact. And I'm sure that Meghan was so proud of her man and her husband, Prince Harry. Harry honored his own child by helping other kids. Harry wanted to play for charity, not for fun, for charity. My family. And I'm glad that that's what Harry did. Because he's a good man, making this world a better place. And may God bless Prince Harry 100%. My family, Nacho is a good man. Harry and Meghan are great people. And my family, I'm so happy that that's what Harry and Meghan have in their lives. Good people around them. And may God bless them immensely. So my family, I believe I've said enough, kindly. Now tell me your thoughts about what we have just discussed. I'd like to hear your opinion. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, Bedana, and Doria, Ragnar, and all of you members of the squad at home. He never wins, love wins, and stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, Bedana, and Doria, Ragnar. And no weapon formed against Harry, Meghan shall ever prosper. A bad father is Charles, not Harry. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.